Hello friends, good evening. I welcome you all to this session. So in this session, we'll be discussing certain PYQs based on conditional probability. So in the last class, we studied about the basics of conditional probability and its properties. So based on that, certain PYQs are there. So we are going to analyze those PYQs and solve those PYQs. All right, friends, let us get started. Okay. So as a part of probability, we are done conditional probability. So before getting into it, I want to inform you again about the upcoming course, that is Secure Below AAR 100, that is Rank Assurance Program. It is going to start from 1st October, friends. The fee for the course is 21,999, that is almost 22K. So it is a well designed 6 months plan. Okay, it is very meticulously planned curriculum we are following. Okay, it is having both interactive live classes and recorded session. In case if you are working aspirant, you can't attend live, or those who are preparing full time, and if you want to watch it again, the recorded sessions for your revision, or if you have doubt, you can watch live sessions also, recorded sessions also. And the USP of this program, that is the Chandu biology classes are well known for its well crafted PPTs. Okay, it is meticulously planned and very well research PPTs are done under the guidance and mentorship and monitoring of Dr. Chandrasekhar sir. The PPTs are very well crafted, and even the study material, expertly designed study material is prepared by Dr. Chandrasekhar sir. That study material will be provided, and not just the classes, even to know where you stand in the examination with respect to the examination, we are even providing the test series. So the test series includes both sectional and full length mock tests. That is sectional tests, we are having 13 chapter wise tests and also 10 mock tests. As a part of this, we will also be providing the mathematics classes when it comes to IIT JAM biotechnology. Okay, the mathematics pertaining to the syllabus that is given in the examination. Okay, and individual attention will be provided to every student so that they can perform to their best. Okay, this is about this course. So similar type of course, this is starting from 1st October. So similar course, that is rank assurance program. Okay, for GAT-B and Common University Entrance Test post graduation 2025. Okay, it is also starting from 1st October, and the fee for the course is 22,000. Okay, it is a 8 months course, and it will also have interactive live and recorded sessions and well-crafted PPTs and expert design study material. Here also we are providing the test series. The test series is what? Having both full-length tests and sectional tests. That is chapter 13 chapter-wise tests and also 10 full-length mock tests. Individual attention will be provided to every student. Once again, I am repeating, it is going to start from 1st October. So I request you all the aspiring students, okay, to join the classes, to register for the classes as soon as possible and get a head start with respect to your preparation, be it GAT-B examination or IIT JAM BT examination. Okay, it is starting from October 1st, friends. All right, so let us get started. That is, we will continue with our probability sessions. Okay, so initial class we discussed about the basics of probability, the terminologies associated with probability. Then we learned about what? In that we learned about what is a trial, outcome, sample space, random experiment, okay, event, what are the type of events, mutually exclusive events, exhaustive events, partition of sample space. And then we learned about axiomatic approach to probability. In that we learned about addition theorem. Okay. And in the previous class, based on axiomatic approach, we solved a lot of PYQs. Okay. Then in the previous class, we learned about what is conditional probability and its properties, and we solved some examples based on that. So based on conditional probability, we will learn, we will solve certain PYQs. So when I told conditional probability, okay, here we are going to compare two events, an event which has already occurred and event which is supposed to be occurred with respect to that event. So that is what we learned when we learned about the properties of conditional probability. So here in conditional probability, okay, we are done with conditional probability. What is conditional probability? That is done. Then what are the properties of conditional probability that we have completed? Now we have to do examples. Examples we have solved. Now we have to do certain PYQs. Okay. Okay. So this is one of the PYQs. I left it in the last class, so that we will do it in this session. So this is exclusively in this session we are solving the PYQs. Okay, this was asked in IIT Jam 2018. 2018. So look at the question, friends. I'll give you 1 minute. Please read the question. Okay. Look at the question, friends. They're telling if probability of A of event A, that is P of A means probability of event A is 2 by 3. Okay, is 2 by 3. Okay, probability of B, event B is 4 by 13, and probability of A by B, that is probability of A with respect to B is 2 by 3. Then what is the value of P, that is probability of A union B? Okay, the question that they are asking, what is the probability of A union B? Okay, friends, the question that they are asking is, what is the probability of A union B? So first of all, they are given, you have to find probability of A union B. Okay, probability of A union B. We know that probability of A union B is nothing but probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. What is this? This is nothing but addition theorem. This is nothing but addition theorem. This we have learned while learning about axiomatic approach to probability. This is about addition theorem. This is for 2 events. We have learned even up to 3 events because they in PYQs they were asked up to 3 events. Okay, one of the PYQs where we learned of getting a king, getting a heart, and getting a red card. Okay, remember that 3 events, event 1, event 2, event 3. That PYQ we have solved in the one of the classes. Okay. Now this is the formula for probability of A union B. Now this is given, this we have to find out. Probability of A intersection B. Now we know that by conditional probability, probability of event A with respect to B is given by probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Right? Probability of B. This is what we learned in the previous class. Right? So that is what we learned. So we learned it in this way. Probability of E with respect to F is equal to probability of E intersection F. Okay. This is what we learned. Divided by probability of F. Same thing I have written in terms of A and B because they are given in terms of A and B. Now, what are the things that they are given? They are given here in this formula. They are given. You have to find out this one. In this formula, they were given this one. They were given this one. This we don't know. Okay, this we don't know. In this formula, when we apply, they have given this one. See, they have given this one here. They have given probability of B. We have to find out this one. Then apply it here. So, look at this, friends. So, probability of A with respect to B is what? It is 2 by 3. Okay. Divided by probability of A intersection B is what? Probability of A intersection B. We don't know. We have to find out. Divided by probability of B is what? Probability of B is 4 by 13. Now, this if I cross multiply, if I send it this side, this will become, this implies probability of, listen carefully, probability of A intersection B will be equal to 2 by 3 into, this will come this side, into, this will go to the top, 4 by 13. So this will be equal to what, friend? This will be equal to 2 4 is 8, 13 3 is 39. Keep it as it is. 2 4 is 8, 13 3 is 39. So probability of A intersection B, we got it as what? 8 by 39. Okay, 8 by 39. Now this value, we have to put it here. Where? This value, we have to go and put it here in this formula so that we can find probability of A union B. First we got A intersection B so that we can find probability of A union B. Now let me apply that here. So probability of, observe carefully. Now if you observe carefully, what will happen? Probability of A union B, probability of A union B is equal to probability of A. So I'm writing it again for your understanding here, minus probability of A intersection B. Okay, probability of A union B, we have to find out. We don't know that. Okay, is equal to probability of A is what? Probability of A is 2 by 3. Probability of A is 2 by 3. Probability of B is what? Probability of B is what? Probability of B is given as 4 by 13. Okay, is given as how much? 4 by 13. It is given as 4 by 13, friends. Please observe very carefully. 4 by 13. And probability of A intersection B, we found it as 8 by 39. Now, for this, if I take LCM, it will be 39. Here LCM will be 39. So 3 into 13. So 13 into 2 is 26. Here I am taking LCM and plus 13, 3s are 3, 4s are 12. Okay, minus 39 and 39, it is 1. 1 into 8 is 8. So this will be equal to how much? 26 plus 12 is 38. Okay, 26 plus 12 is 38. 38 minus 8 is 39. So that will be equal to how much? That will be equal to P of A union B will be equal to what? Probability of A union B will be equal to 38 minus 8 is 30 by 39. You can further simplify, but in the option they are not simplified. You have got it as 30 by 39. That is option A. Is this option. Alright, friends, did you get it now? How to solve this? So, to find out probability of A union B, first I use the addition theorem. Probability of A union B, as per the addition theorem, is given by this one. Okay, probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Here they have given this one and this one, but we don't know what is probability of A intersection B. To find out probability of A intersection B, what I did, I used the conditional probability. That is conditional probability. That is probability of A with respect to B is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. So based on that, here probability of A by B is given, probability of B is given. Based on that, I could find probability of A intersection B. Probability of A intersection B, I got it as 8 by 39. Okay, this value I put it in the addition theorem. Okay, this value I put it in the addition theorem. Based on that, by solving, I got probability of A union B as 30 by 39. So that how I have solved it, I have shown it here. You can see it here. Okay, so based on that, we got it as 30 by 39. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, I hope this question is clear to you. Let us move to the next question. Look at this. Very important question. Mark it very important. Very important. Okay, very important question. This asked in IIT Jam. I think it is 2022. Okay, IIT Jam 2022. IIT Jam 2022. So here in this question, they are saying, read the question carefully. They are saying, if A and B are events such that probability of A is 0.3 and probability of B is 0.2 and probability of A union B is 0.4. Okay, all right. Then they're telling, then the value of probability of A intersection B dash or B naught. Okay, B dash or B naught is what they're asking. So we have to find out the probability of A intersection B dash. Probability of A intersection B dash. So for this, first of all, they're giving B dash, right? So first of all, let us find out probability of B naught or B dash. It is nothing but what? 1 minus probability of B. Okay, observe carefully. So 1 minus probability of B is 1 minus probability of B is what? 0.2. So this will get it as 0.8. Okay. So we got probability of B naught as how much, friends? We got it as 0.8. Okay. Now we will use the conditional probability. So probability of A intersection B dash we have to find out. So to find out probability of A intersection B dash, we will use the conditional probability in such a way that probability of B dash by A is nothing but what? It is nothing but probability of B dash intersection A divided by probability of A. Whatever is in the denominator here comes here. Okay, write it neatly here. Remember, this is a very important step. I have to get CL. I have to get A intersection B dash in the formula. So for that, what I should do, I should use conditional probability. Otherwise, A intersection B dash, we cannot use. Okay. See, let me write it here. So probability of B dash by A is nothing but probability of B intersection A divided by probability of A. Okay, probability of A. Now, one thing you must understand. Okay, probability of B dash intersection A is nothing but same as probability of A intersection B dash. This I have told you in the first class. Probability of B intersection A is nothing but same as probability of A intersection B. Probability of C intersection A is same as probability of A intersection C. Okay, this does not change. This same. I am asking what is common between B dash and A. It is same as asking what is common between A and B dash. So this I can write it as what, friends? This I can write it as here. This I can write it as probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Got it? Probability of A. Now, in this formula, what are the things that we know? What are the things that we know? In this formula, we know that probability of B intersection A can be written as 1 minus probability of B by A. Correct, right? This I can write it as 1 minus probability of B by A. Here, I am telling you, see, listen carefully. This one I have written till here. This one I got it till here. So here, probability of B dash by A, I can write it as 1 minus probability of B by A. Correct? No? With respect to B. I'm talking about only B. Probability of B dash by A, I can write it as, for your understanding, you can write again. See, probability of B dash can be written as 1 minus probability of B. Okay. Here, whatever B is there, B dash is there, I'll divide by A. Here, whatever B is there, I'll divide by A. That's all. So that is how we got this formula. Probability of B dash by A is equal to 1 minus probability of B by A. Same thing. Here, what I have done, same thing. For that, I have divided by A. So here, okay, instead of writing probability of B dash by A, I can write it as 1 minus probability of B by A, that is equal to probability of A intersection B dash by P of A. Okay, probability of B by A. Okay, so now one thing you must understand, probability of B with respect to A is nothing but probability of B intersection A or A intersection B is one and the same, divided by probability of A, or I can write it as probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Okay. Now, to find out probability of this one, this numerator. Okay. To find out this one, we have to use which one? We have to use addition theorem. Okay. We have to use what, friends? We have to use addition theorem. We have to use addition theorem. Okay. It's a simple question, just little tricky. We have to use the concept of 1 minus probability of A naught is equal to probability of A. That's all. That concept we have to use. And also we have to use conditional probability. Conditional probability, that is probability of B naught by A is equal to probability of A intersection B naught divided by probability of A. But probability of B naught by A can be written as 1 minus probability of B by A. This B naught can be written as 1 minus probability of B. Wherever B is there, I have divided by A. Okay, that's what I have done here. Now, this, as per this, the probability of B by A, this formula, this one, I have written here. This formula I have written here. Probability of B by A, I have written here. So probability of B by A is equal to probability of B intersection A divided by P by A. I mean probability of A divided by probability of A. That is equal to B intersection A can be written as probability of A intersection B, that is divided by probability of A. So to find out this one, I will use addition theorem. Addition theorem says that probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Okay, friends, probability of A intersection B. Now, what is probability of A union B? It is given. Probability of A union B is given as 0.45. Probability of A union B is given as what? 0.45. Okay, here this value is given 0.45. What is probability of A? What is probability of A? Probability of A is given as 0.3. I can see here. It is given as 0.3. Okay, it is given as 0.3. Probability of B is given as 0.2. Okay, we have to find probability of A intersection B. This value we don't know. Now, this 0.45, this 0.3 plus 0.2 is here 0.45. So this is 0.5. 50, I'll write 0.5 can written as 0.50 probability of A intersection B. Now observe carefully. To find out this, what I can do, see here, so here this I can send it this side. So 0.45 minus 0.050, it will become minus probability of A intersection B. Minus is there here also, minus probability of this, minus is there, probability of A intersection B. If I send it here, this will become, I mean, if I implies this, so this will become 0.0550 is greater than 0.45. So this will become what? What, friends? This will become how much? This will become how much? It will become 0.05. Okay. So this will become probability of A intersection B. You will get it as 0.05. Both sides minus will cancel. You will get it as 0.05. Okay. 0.50 minus 0.45. You will get it as 0.05. So now we got this one. So this value, we have to put it here. Okay. With this value, we have to put it here. So 1 minus P of A by B. This value we have to put it here. So this will become equal to what? Listen, friends, listen carefully. Now we got this value. This value, probability of A intersection B, we have to put it here. We got it as how much? We got it as 0.05. Okay, let me use that color itself. Let me use that color itself so that you understand. Okay. So we got it here. We got it here as 0.05 divided by probability of A is what? Probability of A is 0.3. Okay, this value we got it. So this I'll put it here. Probability of B by A is nothing but 0.05 divided by 0.3. Okay, I'm writing it here. This I'm writing it here. 1 minus probability of P by A, P of B by A is equal to probability of A intersection B dash by probability of A. Listen carefully. So 1 minus probability of B by A, we got it as 0.05 divided by 0.3. It is 0.05 divided by 0.3 is equal to probability of A intersection B dash divided by probability of A. Probability of A is what? 0.3. I'll write it here. Now, here I'll take LCM. If I take LCM, it will become 0.3 minus 0.05 divided by 0.3. Okay. And if I send it up, this 0.3, if I send it up, it will come here. 0.3 is equal to probability of A intersection B dash. Okay. Now, if we solve this, what it will come? 0.3 minus 0.05. What is the answer? 0.3 minus 0.05. We will get it as how much? You can solve it here. See here. 0.30 minus 0.05. So 10 minus, I'm writing for your understanding. 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay. 2 minus 0 is 2.5. Okay. It is how much? 0.25. This will be 0.25 divided by 0.3 into 0.3. So 0.3 cancels. So this is probability of A intersection B dash. Okay. So what is the answer we got, friends? Finally, the answer that we got, here I'll write. Finally, the answer that we got, probability of A intersection B dash is equal to how much? The answer is 0.25. This is the final answer. Okay. You may feel that it is a lengthy process or whatever. In the initial stages, while understanding, I'm writing these many steps for you to understand. Okay. So, see here, friends. They're asking probability of what? A intersection B dash. So, they're telling B dash. So, first of all, let me find B dash. Probability of B dash is 1 minus probability of B. I got it as probability of B dash is 0.8. Now, I have to find probability of A intersection B dash. So, for that, I'll use the conditional formula. That is probability of B dash by A. Instead of using A by B, I'm writing B dash by A. Probability of B dash by A is equal to this one, probability of A intersection B dash divided by probability of A, because B dash intersection A is same as A intersection B dash. So probability of A intersection B dash divided by probability of A. Now we know that, like, just like how I wrote probability of B dash is equal to what? Just like how I wrote here, see here. Just like how I wrote here, probability of B dash is equal to 1 minus probability of B. So similarly, probability of B dash by A, I can write it as 1 minus probability of B by A. But what is the value of this? I have to find out. Probability of B by A is equal to probability of B intersection A or A intersection B divided by probability of A. But to find out A intersection B, okay, I use the addition theorem. As per the addition theorem, we have to use here. So here, addition theorem I use this A union B is given. Okay, probability of A plus probability of B is equal to minus probability of A intersection B. Why they are given? They are telling that you have to use addition theorem. Okay, that is why they are given A union B. So as per that, we solved it and we got probability of B by A. We got it as 0.05 divided by 0.3. This value, we put it here. Okay, 1 minus B probability of B by A is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by P by probability of A. So the values of B by A, we got it as 0.05 divided by 0.3 and probability of A is 0.3, that is given. We put the values and solved it here and we got it as 0.25. Okay, this is how you solve this question. So probability of A intersection B dash is 0.25, friends. So this question, okay, is a very interesting question. It's a little tricky, but such questions will become easy for you with more practice. Okay. Anyways, we are going to give the test series also in our course, but here in YouTube classes, we are solving all the PYQs, so no need to worry. You're not going to miss. So just you have to practice the same questions again based on the concepts that we have given, based on the method that I have taught. You have to practice these questions. All right, friends, let us move to the next question. Okay. The next question is saying, this is IIT Jam 2017. This question is IIT Jam 2017 question. Okay. In a survey among few people, 60% read Hindi newspaper. Okay. 40%. They're telling percentage, so be careful. 40% read English. Okay. And 20% read both. Okay. If a person is chosen at random and if he already reads Hindi newspaper, find the probability that he also reads English newspaper. So first of all, let us write down whatever they've given. A person reading Hindi newspaper, let us write P of H is given as 60%. Instead of percentage, let us write it in terms of value. So 60% means it is 60 by 100. Okay. Person reading English is given as 40%, that is 40 by 100. A person reading both means what? That is common. Okay, person reading both means it is nothing but common. So person reading both means probability of both means I should write it as H intersection E. Okay, that is both means it is common. Common to Hindi and English. A person who is reading both Hindi and English means is reading both is the common person who is reading both Hindi and English. Whenever they say both, you have to understand that it is common or it is intersection. When they say both, you have to understand that it is intersection. So probability of Hindi intersection E is given as how much? 20%. So that will be 20 by 100. This is very important step. Okay, this is very important step. This you have to remember. This step is very important, highly important. Okay, when they say both, you have to understand it is intersection. So probability of H intersection E is how much, friends? Probability of H intersection E is 20 by 100. Okay, so now we got this much. Now they are telling if a person is chosen at random, if he already reads Hindi newspaper, okay, if he already reads Hindi newspaper, then find the probability that he also reads. Find the probability. I told you, given that okay, if he already, that means this is talking about event F that is already occurred as per our formula. This is talking about event E that has to occur. So we have to find probability of E by F. But here probability of E by F means E means here English. Okay, E means here English. E means here English. F means here Hindi. Okay, probability of Hindi, that is already reading Hindi newspaper. What is the probability that he will read English newspaper also? So for this, the formula is nothing but probability of E intersection H or H intersection E divided by probability of H. Okay, so that is what this we have to find out. Probability of E by H. Probability of E by H is probability of E intersection H is how much? Probability of E intersection H is 20 by 100. Is 20 by 100. Probability of H is how much? Probability of H is 60 by 100. Okay, it is 60 by 100. 100 I can cancel. 0 I can cancel. I will be left with what? I will be left with 2 by 3. It's 2 by 6. Okay, 2 by 6. So 2 ones are 2 3s are. So probability of E by H. That is what? Probability of a person reading English newspaper, given that he already reads Hindi, is given by 1 by 3. Okay, 2 ones are 2 threes are 2 by 6 means 2 ones are 2 threes are. So the correct answer is B. Here the correct answer is B, friends. So it's a very simple question. It is a very simple question, friends. Only thing you have to remember is when they say common or when they say both, both of them read these two newspapers. How many persons read these two newspapers? That is 20% read both. That time 20% is nothing but it is talking about intersection. Reading both means it is talking about intersection. That is talking about common. What? When they say it is both, when they are common, talking about people reading both. Okay, that means they are talking about intersection. Intersection between given two events. Intersection between given two events is both. Okay, that you have to remember in this question. I am expecting such questions again in the examination. So when they talk about both, you have to remember that it is talking about intersection. Okay, they talk about both. You have to remember that they are talking about intersection. That's why I am highlighting this here. They talk about both. They are talking about intersection. Okay. So based on the conditional probability formula, we got it 1 by 3. All right, friends, let us move to the next question. Here, 10 numbered cards are there from 10 numbered cards are there from 1 to 15. Okay, 10 cards are there, they're numbered from 1 to 15. And 2 cards are chosen at random. It says that the sum of the numbers on both the cards is even. Find the probability that the chosen cards are odd numbered. Okay, find the probability that the chosen cards are odd numbered. Okay, 10 numbered cards are there from 1 to 15 and 2 cards are chosen at random. Okay, and such that sum of the numbers on both the sides of the cards are even. Find the probability that the chosen cards are odd number. So this question we will solve because this is quite related to random variable also. This is quite related to random variables also. Okay, this is quite related to random variables also. So we will do after we do random variables. We'll come back and do after we do random variables. I told one question is based on sets probability. That question we will do after we do sets, relations, and function. So when you have knowledge about sets, relations, and function, solving that question becomes easy. That's why we have left it. This question also we will do after we do random variables. This is random variables is in which chapter? Random variables is there in probability chapter itself. That is in the next class, we'll be discussing about random variables. After we do that, we will solve this question. Okay, all right, friends. Now look at this question. Now look at this question. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Please look at this and try to solve by yourself. Please read the question carefully. And also in the previous question, we have to use even multiplication theorem. So look at this, friends. Look at this question. It's a very simple question. But looking at the question, you will feel that it is a difficult question. A dice and a coin are tossed simultaneously. Okay. A dice and a coin are tossed simultaneously. Okay. Find the probability of obtaining a 6 given that a head came in. Okay. So when you throw a dice, what will happen? Any of the numbers from 1 to 6, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, can come out. And when you throw a coin, when you toss a coin, any of the two events can happen. That is, it can come up as a head or it can come up as a tail. Now, here in this question, they are asking, find the probability of obtaining a 6 when both dice and coin are thrown simultaneously. That is, at same instance, you are throwing both. You are taking coin in one hand and dice in another hand, and you are throwing. Okay, and it is told that you are getting head when you throw a coin. It is told that you are getting head, but they are asking, even that you got a head when you are tossing a coin, find the probability that you got a 6 on dice. Find the probability of obtaining a 6 on throwing a dice. So here, first of all, we have to understand. Here the thing is we are throwing a coin, and another one is dice. And dice will be like cubical structure. Okay, this is a dice numbered. Okay, this is coin. Head or tail will be there. Okay, so first of all, here sample space will be what? The sample space. We have to remember that here sample space will be one will be when we throw a coin, when we throw a dice. What are the sample space here? Here sample space will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we throw a dice, when we throw a dice, these are the sample space. Remember carefully. When you throw a coin, what are the sample space we get? H, comma T. That is head and tail. So this and this we have to combine. Combine this and this to write the sample space for this question. So we will get head comma 1. We can get head comma 1, head comma 2, head comma 3. Okay. Another thing is head comma 4, head comma 5, head comma 6. And another possibility is we can get tail comma 1, tail comma 2, okay, tail comma 3, tail comma 4, tail comma 5, and tail comma 6. Okay, this is the sample space for this event. This is the sample space for this event. Okay. So when we talk about this, what are the two events that we are talking about? The event that we are talking about is one of the event is getting a head. No, first event is E is talking about find the probability of obtaining a 6 means this is E. And another thing is given that head come up. Head come up means head has already come up, that is it. So E is talking about what? Getting a 6. Getting a 6. Okay. For getting a 6, what are the two possibilities? Getting a 6 means either you can get head comma 6 or you can get tail comma 6. Okay. Now they're talking event F. Getting a head. Getting a head. Getting a head means the possibility is you can get head comma 1 or you can get head comma 2 or you can get head comma 3 or you can get head comma 4 or you can get head comma 5 or you can get head comma 6. Just same procedure how you solve for dice, I will solve for head, but here you are combining the sample space of both the coin and the dice. Okay, this is about this. Now, if we talk about intersection, of E and F, what is common here? Here, H and 6. H and 6 is common. So this will be what, friends? It will be H comma 6. This is common. Now, for this, if I talk N of E, it will be what? It will be 2. For this, if I talk N of F, it will be what, friends? It will be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If I talk N of E intersection F, it is nothing but what, friends? It is nothing but 1. Now, we have to find probability of getting a 6 given that it has come up. That means you have to find probability of E with respect to F. So to find probability of E with respect to F, we have a formula that is probability of E with respect to F is probability of E intersection F divided by probability of F. Okay. This N of S. N of S is nothing but how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 6, it is N of S will be equal to 12. So we can either use this formula or we can use N of S will be coming in both numerator and denominator. If you cancel this, you get it as I have told you in the first class of conditional probability itself. You can use N of E intersection F divided by N of F. You can use this formula. So let us use this formula. As per this, N of E intersection F is how much, friends? It is nothing but N of E intersection F is 1. And N of F is how much? 1 by N of F is 6. So what is the answer we got? That is 1 by 6. Which is the option? This option A. Okay, friends. This is how we solve this question. Okay. So first of all, we have to combine the probability of getting it a 6 given that head has come up means we have to combine the sample space of both dice and coin. In coin, what are the sample space? Head comma tail. In Dice, what are the sample space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you combine that, this is a sample space we get. Based on that, using conditional probability, if we solve, this is the answer we get. Okay, this one we use random variable, previous question. This one we have to use the conditional probability. This is also a PYQ. This is asked in IIT JAM 2019. Okay, this is also a PYQ. So this is how we solve this simple question 1 by 6. Okay, so the answer to this question is 1 by 6. All right, friends, these are the PYQs we solved based on conditional probability. We'll meet in the next class. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. That will be based on multiplication theorem. So in the morning class, we did about what? Conditional probability and its properties. Now we did the PYQs based on conditional probabilities and its property. So in the next class, we'll be talking about multiplication theorem. Okay, the basics of multiplication theorem. All right, friends. All right, friends. Let us meet in the next class. So once again, I am reminding. So the course is going to start from be it IIT JAM, GAT-B, IIT JAM Biotechnology or GAT-B and GAT-B. It is going to start from October 1st. So all of you aspiring candidates, please enroll soon so that you can get a head start and get your preparation rolling with our classes. Okay. So focused and intense preparation is required to crack this exam. So for that, our courses are going to really help you. So it is going to start from when? It is going to start from October 1st. Okay. So you have 3 days left. So please enroll soon and get ready to attend the classes. Okay. All right, friends. I'll end it here. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.